A Canadian man already accused of murdering one woman has been charged by police in the city of Winnipeg in connection with 3 more deaths. In May, police charged the 35-year-old man with killing one victim, 24-year-old Rebecca Contois. On Thursday, they charged him with 3 more counts of first-degree murder. All of the victims are believed to be Indigenous women, Winnipeg police said. Police identified the suspect as Jeremy Skibicki of Winnipeg, who was first arrested on May 18 in connection to the murder of Ms. Contois, a member of Ochichake-Osipi First Nation in the province of Manitoba. In a Thursday press conference, investigators said they believe Mr. Skibicki is responsible for 3 other deaths. Police Chief Danny Smith said it's always unsettling when there's any kind of a serial killing, adding these homicides are particularly disturbing as they involve Indigenous women. Morgan Beatrice Harris, 39, was killed on or around May 1, while Mercedes Myron, 26, was killed on or around May 4. Both women are members of the Long Plain First Nation but lived in Winnipeg. Police have yet to identify the 4th victim. They have appealed to the public for information and released photos of a reversible winter jacket that belonged to her. Investigators, however, said they believe the unidentified victim is also an Indigenous woman in her mid-20s. The bodies of Ms. Harris, Ms. Myron, and the unidentified woman have yet to be recovered. Ms. Contois' remains were discovered on May 16 in a bin on the north side of Winnipeg. Canada has a history of disproportionate violence faced by Indigenous women, which was called a genocide by a national public inquiry in 2019. The National Inquiry into Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women and Girls found that about 1,200 First Nations women in Canada had been murdered or gone missing between 1980 and 2012. Advocates believe the number is higher. The country's Federal Statistics Agency reported in 2014 that Indigenous women were 6 times more likely to be the victim of a homicide than non-Indigenous women. In 2014, the murder of Tina Fontaine, a 15-year-old Indigenous girl whose body was discovered in Winnipeg's Red River, galvanized national support for the better protection for Indigenous women and girls. A man accused of killing Ms. Fontaine was acquitted by a jury in 2018, and prosecutors did not appeal the case.